everyone. This is Judy with Clutter Relief Services. Today I'm putting on my gloves at my kitchen table because I am going to take apart a vintage brush and a vintage mirror. As you can probably see, the mirror is damaged here, so it's very hard to see anything, and it's tarnished, which is fine, but I think it's more the damage that I don't think I can sell it on its own, but it is sterling silver. And how you can tell is it has hallmarks on here, and one of them is a lion. So the lion means that it is sterling silver. And as you can probably see with the brush, you see those white marks, whatever, it's kind of flaking on the sides. So what I'm gonna do, I watched a couple YouTube videos, is I am going to attempt to break these apart because the glass in the mirror weighs a lot, and there's also a resin filler inside. So I can't just take it to my jeweler like that. I need to kind of take it apart, or he can do it, but he's probably not going to give me as much. So I'm going to see how long this takes. What I did was I did the measurements for the brush and the mirror. That is in grams. Okay, and then I'm going to do the after brush and mirror afterwards. So I might speed up this part of the video, but I'm going to start with the mirror. And I'm going to start with a flathead screwdriver. I do have glasses on, and oh my gosh, if this comes out this easily, I'm going to be really happy, because in the videos this took a while. So there is a frame that is holding the mirror together, and I've got it on a tray so that the resin doesn't go all over my kitchen table. I can't tell how old this is. This thing could be 100 years old. It could be 60 years old. But silver is at a good price right now as of this time of this video. Oh my gosh, that came out so easily. At the time of this video, silver is at $1.07. So this is the frame, which I am sure is sterling as well. And then you can see inside, it's got this backing here. And the backing had this resin stuff. So let's just see how this comes out. There is a piece, okay. So there is a piece of metal here, which I believe goes into this bottom piece just to keep it sturdy, but that will not be sterling. So I will have to figure out a way to remove it. But most of the resin has come out of this part. So now the hard part is going to be getting the resin out of the underneath. So I'm going to try to use this tool and see if I can, you know what, I'm gonna stop the video and just take a picture of the hallmarks, because if I wreck them, then I wanna make sure that they know that it's real. I'm guessing that this metal is going to weigh a big chunk. So it was 371 grams before, and this metal is probably at least 100 grams of that. So let's see if I can kind of twist it up. There we go. There we go. I got it. I didn't have to call in reinforcements. Okay, that's not going to do anything. So what I'm going to... What happens is they stick this into the resin, which is underneath the handle, but the handle is not that big. So what I'm going to try to do, instead of trying to break the handle, I'm going to hammer it like I saw in the video, and hopefully the resin will break up. That is my goal. Okay, it's not loosening anything. Now, because it's scrap, it's okay if it doesn't really want to. You see how I'm doing this? Like, I feel bad because it was somebody's beautiful mirror at one point, but at the same time, a silver beak up. I'm actually intending to give the money I make with this to somebody that I know that's really struggling right now. I'm making a mess. Not just staying on the tray. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try to, maybe I'll just, okay. So there is some stuff coming out. Oh, I can see a big chunk there. I don't know if you can see that there. There's a big chunk wanting to come out. But I'm gonna have to, oh, there, something came out there. Oh, I wish this was easier. I feel like it wants to come out, but it's just, all right, let's keep peeling this back. Okay, another chunk came out. You can see another one wanting, there's just not enough space for it to, oh, there, there's a big one came out. Damn. Stupid post. Sorry, I shouldn't be swearing. I just want it to come out. Okay. Let's try to hammer it again. I don't know what I was trying to do there. I think there's still some in there. All right. I'm glad I took a picture of those hallmarks because I've totally ruined them. All right, so I'm basically peeling it like it was a, oh, I think I'm gonna just take that right off. Oh, now I'm peeling it like it's a, I don't know what you call it, but okay. So got that piece down. And yeah, I can still see there's a lot of resin that's sticking in that area here. It is just really stuck in there. Okay. I'm gonna stop the camera and then I'm gonna start again when I get this out. I've been banging away for about 20 minutes and probably the neighbors have heard me because I'm in a townhouse, whatever. I still have this much left. And as you can see, it's almost like concrete in there. So what I've been doing is I've been peeling it little bit by little bit, just a little bit, with the with this tool. But I also have to try to get it out so that I can get a little spot to grab onto when the peel stops. I mean, if it peeled all the way through, it would be so much easier. So let's just say that this better be worth it in the end because, you know, even if this, it's made a big mess. Even if this last bit is, you know, okay, actually let me measure right now just to tell you. So it is 22 grams, okay, 22.3 grams. So let's see how much it is once I get it out of here, which it's probably going to be about 10. So even though something says it's sterling silver, I realized that, well, certain things, I mean, cutlery, there's some smaller bowls and things that are definitely all sterling because there's nowhere to put a filler. But if it's something like, I heard a big charger plate sometimes might have a filler. Okay, so there's one piece of that. So that is, ooh, that's like almost $2.75. And oh, that just went on my legs. This is gonna be a nice mess to vacuum up. So yeah, so even though it says it's sterling, it still might have filler inside. So it's not plated. I mean, I can pull it off. If it was silver plated, I wouldn't be able to just squeeze it and pull it off like it's I don't want to say tin foil, but if I get a grip on it, I can rip it basically, like I showed you with the curling thing. And such a tiny little piece came off. Success! I think that took another 10 minutes or so. So I had to peel the last bit off there, you can see. And I'm just measuring what took me so long, and it's 9 grams, so it's $9.63. So was that worth 10 minutes of my time? Probably. Let's just hope that the brush is easier to do. Okay, I'm just gonna clean this up a little. Oh, right, so I'm gonna put the whole thing on. So all the little pieces are in here. And hopefully it's over 80 at least. Oh, and I'm gonna add in the frame. Yes, 103 grams. So that's about $106, $107. So that was worth about 45 minutes of my time to do that. Okay, I'm gonna clean up and come back. Moving on to round 2, the brush. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Wonder Woman shirt because I need to be strong for this type of work. So let's put on my my gloves again. And let's hope that this doesn't take as long, but it's probably still, because it's the same marking on the back, the same initials. I'm gonna say that it's probably also got that rod inside, which once I got it out was, I think I weighed it on the camera. I think it was 28 grams or something. So let's see how we're gonna do this one easier. So let's just, all right, so I'm just taking this and I'm just pulling this back, and I can see this stuff starting to fall out already, which is great. And we'll see how long it takes. This is before I can, oh, there's a couple big pieces. Before I can just, I might have to peel the silver away from the brush instead of peeling the brush away from the silver. But either way, we're gonna get the silver separated. So, in a way, this is kind of satisfying, but in a way, it's also sad. So, there we go. But now it's not just going to be sitting somewhere. It's going to be made into something else. And yes, okay. So the brush part came off pretty easily. Oh, again, I'm gonna have to clean up. All right, so this one, as you can see, it's got this kind of little thing in there, but it's still got filling. So, yeah, I kind of mangled that. So let's see what happens when I pull this one apart. Please let this be easier than the other one. The other one was so awful to come out. And I think I might just take off this top piece. There we go. Oh, good, it peels. Okay, it's peeling the inside. Okay, keep going. Keep peeling it, Judy. This will be so much easier. You can just keep peeling it off. That's not what I do, as I say. Okay, so this one was $190 to start with, right? All right. First big piece, probably the biggest piece, is coming off. And it is $35.79. So that's about $37 there. And then this piece is probably going to be another $9. So yeah, this one is definitely not as big as the, even the handle is a lot thinner for me to try to get around, but if if I can somehow get this tool to peel this. Okay, there's one piece. It will be a lot easier because this is not pulling out on its own. It is stuck in the resin, and right now it weighs 43. It might go down to 10, 11 once I get the silver out. So there's a little piece there. I'm not going to miss any little pieces because each piece could be, you know, 1/10 of a gram or something, and that's 10 cents. All right, let's see. And it would be a hard thing to hammer because it is so enclosed. Like, I'm gonna try to hammer it just a little bit in the end where it's a little bit thicker. And I tried the claw on the last one just to see if I could get it to open in the bottom, but there isn't a seam. So sometimes I think we would have a seam, but there. What I'm trying to do is maybe just jostle and break up the resin. Stick it in there. There's another little piece. Okay. Rest of that is just resin. So silver hasn't been this high in a while. When I used to sell it for people, I think it was around, I want to say 65, 70 cents. That was a couple years ago. Not too long ago, actually. And, oh, okay. And now it's at $1.07. Now, I heard it might go up even more, but I'm not going to hold on to this because I do really want to help someone I know that didn't get some money she was hoping for to help to pay for her, well, to pay for her life basically, because she's struggling. And so, oh, there, I'm gonna squeeze it hard enough. This is gonna, oh, if it was only that easy, Judy. Yeah, so my gold silver guy, he is amazing. His name's George, and him and his fiance Chantel, they run Safe Gold. It's at Fennel in Upper Ottawa, and they have great hours. They're open every day, and their prices that they pay are very transparent. They're right online on their site. They have a very easy site. And you go in there and they've got, like, you know, the I don't know, the bulletproof glass or something. And they have a little area where you can stick your gold, and then they have some different weighing machines. So they've got the weighing machine, but then they also have this really cool machine, which I hadn't seen them use before, but I found some gold that didn't have any markings on it. And so they were able to put it under, it's sort of like a 3D printer, I don't know. They were able to put it under and do like almost an x-ray of it. And then it comes back with a number and it says the grade. And what was interesting was that the grade of one of them was 18 karat, which is great for a ring. You don't see that often. They're usually 10 or 14 because 18 karat is pretty soft. This one came back as 15 karat. And so they gave me, you know, a little bit more money than the 14 karat is going for. But, oh, well, that was such a tiny piece. Just doesn't want to work. But even if you don't think that your jewelry is gold, if you don't know for sure, like you didn't buy it yourself, and, you know, even if you can't find any markings on it, especially as you get older, like even for me, I'm using a loop and I can still sometimes have trouble seeing the markings on, especially like little gold earrings and things. They put it on the sides, and I'm squinting and squinting, and I really can't see it. And so sometimes they have to do a test. So they do like an acid test, and they rub it on this, I don't know what it is called, a pumice stone or something, and then they put little drops on it, and that way they can determine that something is what type of gold it is. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But yeah, and then it's really easy. They always have money there. Doesn't matter. I mean, I'm sure if you brought in $25,000 worth, they might not have the money there. But they have the money there all the time I've been there. And sometimes this helps to pay for my clients that don't have a lot of money. It helps to pay for their, to pay for our services. And sometimes I use the money, of course, to support other charities. So I donate to diabetes every month, and I was diagnosed with diabetes this year. I donate to the Cancer Assistance Program in Hamilton. So, and then also the Hamilton Food Share, the food bank. And then there's often other things that, it is slow going. I've got this much done now. And then, so I try to give back to the community as much as I can. There's other ones that I can't remember off the top of my head right now. But we also donate a ton of goods to these places as well. So the things that the clients are, I don't know what to do now. I'm at the kind of the middle part here. That the clients are giving away, they don't know what to do with them. So a lot of stuff goes to Mission Thrift. A lot of stuff goes to Salvation Army, because not all the Mission Thrifts have great hours for donation, and that can be hard too. And they're not all big enough. So last week we tried to do a drop off at the Mission Thrift in Dundas, which is a smaller Mission Thrift, and it has a horrible parking situation in the back because they're attached to an apartment building. And so they only took a small portion, so we basically had to pack up the rest of the truck and bring it over to Mission Thrift in Burlington, which the new store is gorgeous, and they have a large back room, and they can fit a lot more things like furniture, whatever. So we got a nice couch to them. There was some lamps and tons of books and clothing in great condition. I think there was like 15 boxes from a kitchen, so everything you could need in a kitchen except for the dishes. There was actually dishes and coffee makers and things like that went to one of my organizers. Oh, yes, that is so satisfying. It came out, but there's still this much more that I've got to get the resin out of. So she runs the Burlington Rotary Furniture Bank, which helps a lot of people there. And what they do is they'll take pictures of the furniture. So for example, she took a big dining table and chairs, which were not old-fashioned. They were nice. They were those, I don't know what you call the chairs, but with the lines in the back, they're kind of curved. So that was one of the things that she took, and she also took a dresser and a bunch of lamps, bookcase. Things like that will be useful in somebody's house. And then she takes pictures of them, and then the people that are in need, they can actually sort of shop on her site, and they will what do you call it? Like they'll hold things. So they'll be like, okay, yeah, I'll take that table and 6 chairs. I'll take this dresser. I'll take this dish set. So she took some dish sets and this coffee maker, and then they'll arrange to get them. I believe they arranged to get them dropped off. They could have to pick them up, but a lot of these people are in situations where they don't have cars. So, and it's only in the Burlington area. So even though we were in Dundas, we were able to donate because we brought it to them. And so that will probably help out, I don't know how many families, maybe say 6 families with the stuff that we took. And it's the peeling again. So that was very helpful. So when you are choosing a professional organizing team to clear your estate or to help you downsize or declutter or whatever it is, find out where they donate things to. Find out what they do with the stuff. Okay, it's coming. It's coming. Sorry, I'll show you what I'm doing here. This tool is working. It's just frustratingly slow. Yeah, and then we are very careful with making sure that anything that's hazardous waste goes to the hazardous waste. We bring things to like for food bank, I typically will drop it off at one of the grocery stores in one of their boxes. We'll bring stuff to them. And then we will also bring, I'm almost at the end here. We will bring recycling. We have a company called Exclusive Services, I believe, out of Hamilton. And they have shredding bags, and so we can bring those to the job, or we can bring the stuff home and put it into bags here. And they are, eventually when I have enough bags, they are brought to, that was a nice big piece, and it's sticking to my finger. Okay, let's just see how much that big piece is. Probably like 5 grams or something. Still stuck to my finger. Ah, I was almost right, 5.96. And I think this came from them. This came, yeah, let's just see what the handle is, because, nope, we're at 11. Oh, and I know I told you the amount before. That was the handle with the metal part. So, okay, we're at 12.4 right now. And it's just a matter of trying to get in there. And so definitely do not do this without gloves on, because this silver is sharp and it will cut you. It's not cutting me, of course, because I'm wearing gloves, and I am peeling this. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. It's kind of, but I'm peeling this in a certain way, hoping to keep the peel going, because I want, oh good. All right. So I'm at the last bit of resin now, and I'm hoping I can just get this piece out as one. And so tomorrow, being Sunday, I will take this, because they are open every day, I will take this over to George, and I will say, here you go, here's all this scrap sharp metal that I know is sterling silver because I took the Hallmark pictures. But he can test it anyways. And then he'll give me the money for this. So if you're still listening, thank you. And if you've listened to this whole thing and you've seen how I've done this and you've learned anything, please comment, and please, that would be really helpful for me. Oh, finally, empty. Okay, 17.84. So that's about $18.50. So basically, that process, I'll get $53 for. This is 83, take off 30, 33, yeah, $34 for that. But now I have a bag of silver and a big mess to clean up so I can make dinner. Okay, the total with the Ziploc bag is $169. And I believe the Ziploc bag, which I took a picture of, was about $15. So $154 will be, so about let's hope it's $160 when I get there. So we're gonna end the, I told you what it was. I think it was 53 grams, I'm gonna say. So there you go, just so you get a comparison of what the start was, and then after I took out all the filler and the actual mirror and brush, that's what I was left with. So it just depends on if you want to take the time to do that. Okay, one last thing before I go. I got this tear down to 0 with the little basket in it. You can see that. So the other things that came with this set was a nail file, a shoehorn, this is the back of a comb that I took apart. We don't want to weigh the plastic part. And this, I think, it's kind of sharp. Either letter opener or cuticle thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm wondering if they put filler on the inside of that. So that is 107.6. I'm gonna try to sell them on Marketplace, and so 107. So because they are interesting and they're probably antique, they do, because they have the hallmarks. That's kind of how I'm thinking, because they've all got the little lions on them. And if you're looking for hallmarks, it's a little hard to tell here, but they are right, I don't know if I could get any closer. They're right there. You'll see there's 3 or 4 of them. I don't know how to read all of them, but I do know that the lion means silver. So I will probably offer these on Marketplace for $150 and see what happens, because they are in good shape. They just need to be polished. And if they don't sell, then I will bring them to the silver guy. But right now I'm going to take some pictures and measurements and put those online as soon as I finish cleaning up.